The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
No chance at all. He'll go down. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Carry here for Vaughn. And he's going to take this past the 45, and that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He's got a man wide open, the tight end, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his third touchdown on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Detroit. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. They're going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Goff. Right side, it's the Porter, the tight end. He's got the first down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. It's the Jaguars on top. And we are back to the Motor City. In a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Now Vaughn. Whoa. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Vaughn. To the ground after the penalty. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 90 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on first and 10. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's second and 6. Here's Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Goff to throw on first down. That's to the right side and incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on third and a yard. That's to the big tight end, Laporta. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a second and 6. To throw is Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch and they can't get out in front.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Here's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing here is Goff. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On second down, Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second. Talk things over before third down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. In motion comes Thomas. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. To throw is Goff. Going up top. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On the move past the 40. And he is going to be out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 49. Moody's kick is good. And the Jaguars tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Running is Vaughn. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going. And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Goff. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Throwing on second down. Goff got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays, they're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down. Coming up.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Third and a yard. Throwing, Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. In motion, it's Robinson. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Third and long. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of the... They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. They'll go play action with Goff. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Now give on the ground, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Catch made right side by Thomas.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 10 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a 1st down. $2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts, and we'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 41, Lions nothing. Jake Moody to kick off.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defense.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.